I need to know everything. Who and the what and the where. I need everything.
So, welcome again to our little world of, I don't know, what do you want to call this?
We need to know everything.
Do we?
Yeah.
What if we don't get to know everything?
We could try.
Just things I want to know. My esteemed mistress. No, you're not my mistress anymore,
I'm
are
your
you?
wife now, thank you very much.
You're a mistress?
No, you don't need one. I should be enough for you.
No, one's enough. I don't need more than one. What? Things I want to know. That's who we are, what we're doing. And if you don't know that, then now you do. So there you go. What's been going on? Anything? Last week, we had a lot of craziness happening, if I remember correctly.
Yes, kid stuff. And
Yeah. And the week before that, we were just like, I don't care anymore. We were tired.
Yeah, we had a lot going on.
We did.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, we always seem to. It's called life, you know?
Who knows about life? Life isn't that important, is it?
You gotta work to eat, so there you go.
Sometimes I have to eat to work. I really don't know what that means.
Well, you've been putting a lot of work in with this for you.
Yeah, I've been working on this. I've been trying to get these things going pretty hard. The podcasts here, and you know, it's been interesting.
Well, the podcast gods answered you on this one, but the rest of them, they won't seem to want to help us, I guess.
The podcast gods?
Yeah.
Are they gods?
Or
are they just like, elves?
Well, whoever does the FOIA requests, if you're not very specific enough, they'll deny.
Oh, yeah. Well, the government shutdown hadn't helped either, because now I've been trying to get a hold of, the FBI and ATF reports for things, and there's no way it's ever going to happen.
Yeah. Didn't they say that they couldn't find any record of this current one we're going to talk about?
Yeah. They said it might be someone alive that they don't want to offend.
I think in your counterclaim, you proved that they weren't.
I sent obituaries for just about everybody.
You did.
I did.
Yeah, I do remember that. That's funny.
Cut and pasted and sent it in. And you really don't have a leg to stand on, people, because here's their obituary. They are dead.
Newspapers.com. We love you.
Yeah. What we don't love is the Arkansas Daily or Arkansas Democrat Gazette, because they didn't digitize anything from the 90s.
You have to have basically, pay their little monthly fee to have access to the current newspaper plus anything past. It's like I get it. It's their work, but they're holding on to it. It's like some stingy little kid. So,
well, they don't even, they send you out one paper a week on Sunday, and you have to read it on an iPad. And when my father was alive, he took him probably 6 months to figure out how to use that iPad.
Well, I mean, technology for people that are older is not their thing. I mean, I get it. I'm not that old, but I still don't completely embrace everything on the iPhone.
You won't even use the iPad. I'm using the iPad constantly.
My daughter confiscated my iPad, so
you could use mine.
I don't think about it, honestly.
You don't want to.
I just don't think about it. I mean, I have a computer, but no, I might as well just give that iPad to Emily because she uses it for a TV.
I got a TV she can borrow, but she won't do it because she didn't like me anymore.
Well, I don't know what's between you two. That's between you two, but
it's not between me. I didn't do nothing, man. I'm just sitting around going, whatever.
All you guys out there that have teenagers, I think you can relate.
I'm the evil person, and there's always one person that's evil in teenage land.
That's probably so.
And I'm the evil one today. I'm such a bad person.
I don't know. She'll get over it like they always do.
Maybe. The problem, the thing you have to think about is I really don't care.
Yeah, I know. Nothing I can do about it.
I really don't care. She can be mad at me all she wants. It's not my kid, so fine. If you want to act like that, fine.
Well,
I don't care. It's not like I got a vested interest other than, your mother.
Well, if mom's not happy, nobody's happy. Isn't that the rule?
Well, sometimes.
You could spin that a lot of different ways, but we won't do that on air.
Oh, well, we could. You just have to put an explicit rating on the front.
No, we don't want to do what...
You brought it up. So I can say.
Yeah. We're not going to tip or gore and put a rating on it.
Tip or gore?
Yeah.
Tip or gore?
Isn't she the one you told me?
Yeah,
the
she's
ratings?
the one. You can go and watch a clip. She was on Oprah arguing with Izzy Pop, I think it was. And he's like, what are you doing? And she's just telling him, you're going to make our kids go crazy and they're all going to worship the devil and they're going to go to hell.
They're going to do that all on their own. So I'm not worried about anything.
Don't need rock and roll for that.
No, it's called, they have friends.
It's just called being a teenager.
Oh, yeah.
But Tipper Gore, it's weird because it's Al Gore's wife.
Yep.
Who knew? The earth is going to, well, see, when the rock and roll didn't turn the world and into evil, see, and Al, he went and said, you know what? We'll just make sure that the climate change is going to kill everyone. Because if you remember correctly, the world should have ended 10 years ago, according to the inconvenient truth.
I do remember that. And I remember laughing, going, well, at least I'll be going to a better place than hearing you complain. But I mean, that's a whole other topic on its own. But,
truth, you can have consensus and all this other garbage and all that stuff. And we're not putting down anybody's theories.
No.
We're just like, let's just face this head on. They said we were all supposed to be underwater and the earth was supposed to be too hot to inhabit 10 years ago.
Yeah, I do remember that. But, one day at a time, and if you're going to obsess over that stuff, then you're not living your life right now to the fullest. And to me, that's the most important thing you should be doing within, reason.
The earth will live on, and the cockroaches will soon evolve into the new species that flies into space.
I hope not, because I hate cockroaches.
You won't be around.
Those things give me the
heebie-jeebies. It'll take at least 1 million years for the cockroaches to learn how to drive a stick shift.
I mean, no, I can't go there. He knows how much I hate cockroaches because those things just make my skin crawl. And I'm like the lady out there with like the 1,000 cans of Raid going after them because I can't stand them.
Oh, you probably hated that movie, Joe's Apartment.
I couldn't watch it. I could not, guys.
The guy was friends with the cockroaches.
I couldn't. I got like 25 minutes into it and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't. I don't like those things. I can handle bears. I can handle, any type of marine life. I mean, I cannot handle a cockroach.
So I was going to do this nice little read like we've been doing.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know if it's appropriate now. It's kind of weird now, the transition and just out of our banter into the read. What do you think? We're trying to figure out the formatting that works best here. Because people really just like to listen to us bicker.
And some people fast forward when we bicker. So I guess, you can't please.
Who said that?
Nobody, but I'm just guessing. Some people out there are like, I just want to get to what you want to tell me about. Zip, zip, zip. Go on 30 seconds. We don't care.
Yeah.
But other people like to hear us and they laugh because they can relate to us because there's somebody out there that hates cockroaches and there's some guy out there that's mad at his teenager. So we're relatable.
That's probably true. It's not my teenager.
Well, it's mine.
Yeah.
So.
I guess.
Well, she graduates high school soon, so.
Please, colleges, if you're listening, accept her and give her a full ride in a dorm.
Make my life easier.
She's going to listen to this and be like, Mom, why are you so mean to me?
She's going to say that I'm talking about her without her permission.
And what planet does she think she lives on?
I haven't said her name, so nobody knows who she is.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
What planet does she think she's living on?
I don't know her own. I don't know.
Yeah. Because if we had to ask permission to talk about somebody, no one could ever talk about anything.
Yeah, it's true.
So I don't think that really matters.
Yeah, I don't. When we were kids, none of that was a thing. You didn't ask permission. You just did it. And if you didn't like it, you just kind of like ducked your head down in the class hallway and run around and afraid, you didn't like how
the teacher throws stuff at you.
You didn't give me permission. You have to take it down. We didn't have to deal with any of that. If the bad face was in the yearbook, oh, well, move on. I mean,
I tried to make a face in the yearbook.
Didn't you try to join clubs or something?
I just wanted to join. I joined golf because there's a really hot chick that was playing golf.
I do remember you telling me that, yeah.
And then she quit, and I was like, damn, now I'm in golf. What am I going to do for the rest of the semester?
I don't know. Hope for more pretty girls? I don't know.
No, it was a bunch of dudes.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't want to tell you.
I just like, can I not come up? Can you just like transfer me to another class, please?
They were all probably in the same class with the same idea you had.
Yeah. No. See, I had foreknowledge because I lived by the country club.
Oh.
So I knew who was going to join.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, She had money. She went to Fayetteville, but she had but they did golf class together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, she didn't know who I am. I can get away with stuff.
Oh, God. Glad you told me this a little bit before we got married.
I told you everything before we got married, and you said, stop telling me stuff.
There is some stuff I just don't want to know. Even though there's things I want to know. There's certain things, ladies,
she doesn't want to know.
You don't want to know that some stuff your husband did in the past. You'd just rather not.
Especially a disreputable one like me. What?
Disreputable? I don't want to know any of those. All right.
But when we were growing up, though, so I was born early 70s. You were born late 70s.
77. Yeah, I guess that's late 70s.
Yeah. And when there was little bitty towns then.
Yeah, it really was. I just distinctly remember as a kid between Rogers and Bentonville, the road 102, these people who have no idea about Arkansas. Just picture like two towns in the distance, and in between these two towns is a bunch of farmland. Cows. Yeah. That's what I remember.
Between Springdale and Fayetteville was a few hills and a giant junkyard. 2 giant junkyards.
I remember the interstate being nothing but cow fields in the early 90s.
Yeah. Now, if going from Springdale to Rogers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Springdale to Rogers, and you had Lowell, which is a little. And we actually had in the 70s. There was actually a go-kart track outside of Springdale.
I don't remember
in Benton County.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it didn't last very long, and Roger got to go on it, and I was too little. They wouldn't let me go on it, so I got to watch. And then, the next year, it went up, gone. Because my brother Roger is 9 years older than me. So
no, I don't. I just remember all the farmland we used to have. And now that well, we need to eat we need beef somehow. Somebody's got to grow it.
Where's the beef?
Yeah, where's the beef?
It's out there in the fields.
I do remember that little commercial from the 80s.
Yeah. So it's just a small farm town. It's just, Tyson's and Walmart. Walmart hadn't even gotten big. It was still, I think it was just barely Walmart by 72. Right before I was born.
Yeah,
They might have had just one Walmart store.
I didn't really realize how big Walmart was until I lived in Michigan.
Yeah.
And, for college. And I thought Walmart was everywhere. No, Walmart's not.
They weren't. They are now.
Yeah. And then even in Texas.
Vermont has a Walmart now. They were held out for years.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it didn't really hit me. When you grow up here, it's Walmart, you have a Walmart, you have a corporate office. You don't really realize that
Walmart and Sam's Club is everywhere here. There's no Costco here because Sam's Club owns the place.
Yeah, you don't really realize how big something is until you see it. I guess you can get stock. I do remember stock, and you're a kid, you don't know what makes someone be on the stock exchange.
And it was just a little bitty town. We were just, it was almost Mayberry. Almost Mayberry. It was bigger than that, but I mean,
I don't know if I'd say Mayberry because I think of smaller towns when we were driving through to go to Florida and then Arkansas. Yeah. To me, that's Mayberry. But
well, I'm just saying for the listener who is maybe not familiar.
It's, I guess in those days when I was in elementary school, there was a couple elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 high school. And it was one high school until I graduated. A little bit after that, it stopped.
Same. But the reason I bring all this up is, though, to kind of set the scene. Tyson's wasn't this major conglomerate, big, giant Tyson's. They were still just a small chicken processor.
Yeah.
And, George's had some eggs. Now, those 2 companies are two of the Tyson's, obviously, the largest in the world as far as protein is concerned. But we were just a little bitty town, right? Everything rolled up at 6 p.m. Nobody went out of their house except to go to church on Sunday. Nothing was open.
I do remember nothing being open on Sundays, vaguely. Yeah. And I remember as I got older, that changed.
But so this is 1972.
Yeah, before I was born.
What I didn't know, what I learned from researching this case is that in 1972, there was a huge methamphetamine problem in Northwest Arkansas. Monster.
Bigger than we have now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's kind of where I've come out of this. It's oh my gosh, I did not know it was that large.
I mean, I picture the 70s. I hate to say this off the 70s show and sit in a circle and they're all smoking pot and everybody talks about dope and all that other stuff.
That's you had bennies and all this other stuff that you were able to get a hold of back then. Now, none of those things are legal and they're very hard. You can't, they don't make them anymore.
Well, they just came up with other things.
Well, now the only thing they really can make, because bennies or benzodiazepines, right?
Yeah.
They don't make those pharmaceutically anymore. There's no reason, there's no call for them to be made but back then they were being prescribed to housewives and all sorts of good stuff.
Valium, benzodiazepines, Ativan, all that stuff was highly prescribed.
I don't know if Ativan was out yet.
I know, but something similar to Ativan.
Yeah.
But
Propofol was probably still around. I don't know.
I don't think Propofol came around until later. I don't know. I have to look it up. That's one I don't know.
Morphine was out for sure.
Morphine's been around since the Civil War.
Yeah. So, I mean, what these people were doing, there was an underclass in Northwest Arkansas that they made their own crank and they sold weed and they grew their own weed. A lot of the weed back then came from these rural areas like what we call Booger County, which is
what, Madison County?
Madison County.
Booger County.
Well, no, it's what the locals called it back. They called it Booger County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dad still called it Booger County until he was dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, not to make fun of that, a lot of those counties, but if you own property, like used to own property, and I remember Carroll County, and my kids would make a joke about how I can have my own moonshine still, and I can make my own pot. And I'm looking at them, and I'm like, you don't need to be knowing that's a thing.
Well, you think you're alone until the banjos play, and then you're like,
it was
they're
not
still there.
That bad.
Some guy yelling "squeal" out in them. I don't know. It was just disconcerting.
No, that didn't happen. We had pigs in around the area, but we didn't hear like that.
So this is 1972, and I guess a couple of the cops and Lieutenant Karl Martens of the Springdale Police Department, right? I guess he roughed up a couple of people that were making, he's after them. Right?
Yeah, this is an update from a previous episode.
Yeah, so this is all the information that I found. He is, he's roughing him up, going to put him in jail. Doesn't want him around because, this is Bible Belt country and everybody's kind of stuck up with Baptist.
It is still kind of Bible Belt country. That's not really changed much.
Not a whole, well, it's changed a lot compared to back then. I mean, if you were gay back then, you probably got disappeared.
Well, if you were gay up until the early 2000s, it was highly, highly not acceptable.
Yeah. Remember this middle of Burt Reynolds and all this other stuff too,
In the 70s, yeah.
It's like, how I'm a man. How about you? I got my mustache.
And chest hair.
Yeah. I got my chest hair.
I just remember
everybody likes my chest hair.
The pictures from the 70s when the guys got their shirt all V down and with their
Tom
chest
Selleck.
hair. Looks like a bear. Yeah. We know what Paul doesn't like.
No. If you grow chest hair, I'm leaving. I'm just saying right now.
If I grow chest hair, let's put me as a sideshow freak. We can make some money.
Put a sign out in the front yard. Come see the hairy woman.
No, I would never do
Mrs.
that.
Sasquatch lives here.
We can make some extra money.
I just opened the window.
Oh,
and
no.
Close it. Another $1, please.
Oh, my God. There'd be some moron doing that.
Probably. So I guess he was messing with these guys who are growing weed and selling weed and making meth and selling meth.
And I'm sure that disrupted their business and people probably got arrested for it and put in jail.
And so so Martens gets off his shift, right? It's 11:47, right? And he gets into his truck. Now, what I found out was he didn't have a decent truck. He had a truck where the door didn't shut. This is how little they're paying cops back then. He couldn't even buy a regular car. He had an old junk truck.
How did he keep the door? It wouldn't open or it wouldn't shut?
It wouldn't shut.
So how's he? You can't just drive down the road and it flies open. All I picture is, what is it?
He probably had a string or something.
Bungee
they didn't have bungee cords yet either.
Oh, shoot.
Believe it or not. So, yeah, he probably just put it together. He had a rope. Closed it.
Oh, my gosh.
So he gets in his truck.
Poor thing.
And he starts it and it blows up. It explodes. But it doesn't kill him.
Yeah, I do remember that.
It doesn't kill him, which is interesting when you find out what they used to blow him up. You'd be surprised that he's not dead.
What did you say? It was a bunch of powder caps or something?
No. So they blew him up, right? And then the case makes the newspaper 4 times.
I remember when we talked about that last time. 4 times, only 4 times. In this little area, I would think that would be all over the front page for weeks.
You would think people would be killing themselves to figure out what the hell somebody bomb this policeman for. What did he do? Was it a jilted lover? Was it drugs? Was it the biker gangs? Because at the time, Hell's Angels were really big.
And I remember we talked about this. I was thinking it was like an ex-girlfriend. You're the one that called it and nailed it, though.
Yeah. I figured that's what it was. Some idiot.
That's usually how it starts.
Yeah, it does. Sadly, unfortunately.
But I mean, here's my thought process. You're a guy, you're mad. He's messing with your drugs. So you're going to build a bomb. You can't Google this. How do you...
Yeah.
What do you go to the library? How to build a bomb? I mean, what do you do?
Well...
I wouldn't know the first thing to do.
So what they did, immediately the ATF is called.
I didn't know we had ATF back then.
Yeah, ATF and FBI are called in immediately.
I thought ATF was like a Clinton thing that he started, to be honest.
No, that was already around. I think ATF might have been Nixon. I'd have to go look it up. Nixon started a lot of this crap. Alcohol, tobacco, firearms. So they come in, right? And they're interviewing all the cops and looking around and gathering up suspects. And what they had found is that somebody had used dynamite. A stick of dynamite to blow him up.
He's lucky to be alive.
Yeah. But see, all we're going off is references from the A-Team.
Yeah.
In different TV shows. A stick of dynamite, boom. Do they really blow up? Would this one stick really blow up that big? I don't know. I've never actually seen it in life.
I haven't either. It's not like we can go buy dynamite and use in the back porch to figure this out because we get arrested.
Yeah. Well, in dynamite, you like a firecracker. If you take a piece of dynamite and put it out there on the pavement and set it off, boom, you're going to have a hole.
Yeah.
Right? But if you stick it in a rock with a little hole that's just big enough for the dynamite, what's going to happen? The whole side of that mountain or hill is going to be blown off.
Yeah, that makes sense because the amount of energy produced.
It's all compacted right there. So more than likely, because these are a couple of crackheads, don't know what the hell they're doing, what we found out, it just blew up. And probably most of the force went down and out.
But how'd they light it, for lack of a better term? It's not like, excuse me, officer.
It's not in here. I don't know. So the Springdale PD called in the forensics assist from the ATF. And when they did, they found out it was a DuPont special gelatin dynamite with the electric blasting caps.
Oh, that's
and a 6-volt battery ignition.
So probably something about maybe when he sat in the seat that triggered something. Maybe if it was in the seat.
Well, he put his foot on the brake.
Oh, that too, correct. Something had to charge it.
They say he said in the interview that when he put his foot on the brake, it set it off.
Wow.
And I'm mad at the fact that he can remember that. He was pretty severely injured, though. He's off for a while. He was a police officer, but he came back and he kept himself as a police officer until he retired.
I mean, that's good that it didn't make him disabled to the point he can't work.
Yeah, but the thing is, it made the newspaper 4 times.
Mm.
They never got any more talking points about it. And because it was 72, you can't go back to the TV stations and pick up the old tapes. They're gone.
Yeah, they're probably gone because we dug deep into newspapers and, you called lots of people and.
Yeah. So I called my buddy who's a retired, used to run basically, not the chief of police. He used to run the Springdale Police Department for a very long time.
Okay.
As like the highest guy underneath the high people, he would be like the master sergeant, for example.
Master sergeant, really? Wow.
If you're military. So he runs, the master sergeant tells everybody what to do. And then the second lieutenant comes by and tells him to do something and he tells him to piss off because I outrank you even though I'm enlisted. That's actually the way it works. Anyhow, so they had to come all the way in from Seattle, the ATF.
Why Seattle's that?
Because it's where they were.
Oh, okay.
And they had one. Then the FBI came out of Kansas City, and then they had to ship all the stuff that they gathered to the laboratory in Seattle.
We didn't have our own FBI in Arkansas at that time?
No.
I guess the 70s we didn't have really.
Flyover country, man.
Oh, yeah. We probably were.
First off, they're looking for the Unabomber and whatnot. They're not yet, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just thinking because we have our own now, don't we, in Little Rock?
No, I think it has to go to like Atlanta or.
Oh, really? We don't have our
Dallas or
office.
something.
I'm thinking we had our own office for some reason.
Well, what I found is Fayetteville has an office for the FBI, but there's no one there.
Okay, that sounds cool.
It's an office where they come in from Little Rock if they need to come up here and they can go in there and use it.
I feel like that's a waste of government funds.
It's a federal building, so they've already paid for it. I mean, what's the difference?
I'm just saying.
Right. Here's the thing. They never returned the evidence. We never asked for it back.
Why would we? Wouldn't we ask for it back?
No, they didn't.
Why would we not?
I have no idea. It's just, here's the thing about FOIA. They redact some of it.
Well, yeah, they have to.
But it never said, what it said is that they sent it off, but there was never a filed request in the paperwork at the Springdale PD to get the information back to give to the prosecutors.
That sounds like to me they're just like, we're doing our due diligence, but we really don't care.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
I mean, there has to be a reason why they don't care.
So now a little while later, okay, after this bombing, Rogers police officer pulled over Philip Francis Esslinger for a DWI. And you have to be super drunk in the 70s to get pulled over for a DWI. Because my father drove like that all the time. And they were just like, just go home. It'd be okay.
That's so scary if you think about it.
It's not just like it is now, man.
No, you weave in a little bit, which they should. I mean, these people's lives, they should do that in case, someone is like, I'm just going to fall asleep and you can go over the center line and kill somebody.
Yeah. So get this. When they pulled him over, they searched his car. Back then you could search a car. You didn't have to have probable cause as much because it hadn't been set forth yet. Because we just got have to read your rights. In 72. It wouldn't have been 68, wasn't it? When were that?
I was thinking we got that sooner than that. Maybe not.
No. So they just now got the fact that they have to read the rights. And now we've got this guy drunk driving and he's searching his car because they could back then and it was fair game. And they find in Philip Francis Esslinger, it's hard to say, 2 DuPont gelatin sticks, caps, wiring, batteries, and tape. The exact same ones that was in Martin's car.
I take it Springdale and Fayetteville didn't talk to each other back then.
No, it was Rogers.
Rogers and...
they did because they got it.
They got it? Okay.
Yeah, evidence was logged and given to the ATF. When they found this, they gave it to the ATF. Right? Because in the FOIA, I found the agents' names. The lab notes later show the brand continuity of fragments from the bombing.
Oh, okay.
So they got the notes back, but they didn't get the actual chemical test back.
Okay.
Maybe they didn't think they needed it.
I mean, if it's the same, okay. I mean, to me, it could be maybe circumstantial at best. Okay, it's a little bit ironic that he's driving around town with the same thing that blew up a police officer. But at the same time, unless it's the same component, you could probably argue that it's just, coincidence.
So the police are running this down, right? And they have this one dude, Billy Mac Miles.
Mac Miles.
Mac Miles. Two words. Billy Mac Miles. Or Billy Mac Miles. I don't know. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I'm going to put their mugshots up on the website.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Got their mugshots.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. And they look like, those guys probably did that. So he says that this one dude, Dennis Eugene Cordes, who was my buddy's main suspect.
Really?
From the PD. Yeah. He's like, I believe he did it. But this guy, Dennis Eugene Cordes, came by this dude's house days after the blast and joked to him when they asked him about the bombing. Because, this lieutenant had been busting the chops of Billy Mack and Eugene Cordes, right? Dennis Cordes. for like days, months, because he's after him. He wanted him to quit. Cordis jokes, the air was a little balmy that night.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he said that to this dude. So this Dennis Cordis guy, he's been arrested so many times. It's ridiculous. It's over and over and over again.
Was it drugs?
Yeah, always drugs and stealing. Drugs and stealing.
How come he didn't serve any jail time?
Well, he did a little. He did a little. But they also, here's the thing. There's two other guys, Edmund Ford and Jay Frederick. I don't know if they're dead or alive. They could still be here and come knocking on our door after hearing this. Hey, how's it going, Jay?
Yeah, he ain't answering the door.
Yeah, he'd be in a walker. Anyway, I got to outrun him. They both said, yeah, Cordis came bragging about he knew about the cop car getting bombed up and blown out. Oh, yeah. And so basically he was running around telling everybody, hey, I did this, I did that. Ha, 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 ha.
No, that's usually what they do. That's how they get caught. They can't keep their mouth shut. They want to brag about it.
Yeah.
They want some accolades for doing something like that.
So he thought he was some kind of big mob boss running methamphetamine. What happens when you use too much methamphetamine, by the way?
Well, your brain becomes just molten mush.
You get very angry, though.
Yeah, you do get very angry. Paranoid. Some of them are coming off meth, have this really sense of strength.
Yeah.
Like
that guy with the gun at the hospital.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Not really.
Too bad you should have got the camera from that, the security cameras from that. That'd be cool. You show it to all your, prospective suitors.
No.
Here's what happens if you fuck with me.
I wouldn't have gotten married again. That's the case.
No, I'd love to. What are you talking about? That's like one of there's two incidents in your life that I went, that sounds really cool.
So this not poor guy, but this guy's going around town going, I blew up a cop, and nothing was done. They didn't.
Well, they popped him on a bunch of other stuff. It took him a minute. But Philip Esslinger, right, he worked on a farm, so that's why he had the dynamite. So he didn't go to jail for the dynamite, right?
Oh, that's pulling strings there a touch.
Yeah. But that's the only reason he didn't have to go to jail for the dynamite. Nowadays, you just go to jail. You have to have a license and federal license and all this stuff. Back then, you could just buy dynamite.
But do you really need a dynamite for a farm?
Yes. Stumps. That's how they got rid of stumps.
Okay. All right.
That and you get a bunch of rocks or something like that. Then, yeah, you need it. I mean, it's, here's the sick part about this Esslinger guy, though. He claimed he was using it to fish.
Oh, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. What's he going to do?
He was using the blasting caps and dynamite to blow up fish and collect the fish.
So the fish are going to die because the bomb went off and you're just going to go...
The pressure from the bomb.
You're just going to scoop them up with a net?
Exactly. My grandfather did that a couple times.
Oh, that's a thing, really?
No, it's a thing. It's actually
okay, because to me,
absolutely a thing.
To me, I'm thinking like, dude, you're just trying to find some excuse that doesn't sound very well.
No, the pressure in the water, because water doesn't compress, right?
Yeah.
So the pressure in the water knocks the fish out, and they pass out and they float to the top.
To me, that seems like a cheating way of fishing. But okay.
It's very illegal, and you cannot do that. It's like spotlighting a deer. You take a bright light and shove it in a deer's face. They're not going to go anywhere. You can shoot them.
That's cruel.
Yeah. Well, that's what my grandfather used to do with rabbits.
I guess it works.
Hey, man, back then, people were hungry.
Yeah.
My grandfather grew up, he had a dust bowl and all that good stuff he had to deal with. So anyway, this Dennis Cordis guy and this Philip Esslinger, right? They're friends. And he talked Philip into making the bomb for him. The weird part is, it's in the case file. They've got the evidence. They can link everybody together.
Yeah.
But they never filed a case on him.
Okay. I guess if you think about it, to my head, they're all linked, but it's circumstantial at best. If you think about it, you can brag about it.
Well, the ATF did say that dynamite found in Esslinger's car is the same batch as the dynamite that blew up the lieutenant.
Yeah, I guess that's the only thing you really probably would have. But I can see a defense attorney twisting that.
Well, sure.
That's their job, and they have to do it well. You have to counterclaim everything. And I think in this one, you might be able to a touch.
So what we kind of gathered out of this, looking at the evidence in the FOIA, is that kind of the city civic pressure kind of pushed it out of they wanted it to go away.
Mm-hmm.
It's an assumption, but it feels like that. And the people of the time were able, that was things that we're able to do back then. Now, if nobody'd stand for it, we'd all be mad.
I guess it makes sense why it only made the paper 4 times.
Yeah.
They probably just want it over with, done with. And maybe there's something else that this guy, they can charge him with that'll keep him longer than a bombing of a cop. I don't know what the charges were, how things worked in the 70s as far as like laws. I'm sure we've evolved since then, but maybe if he got, we'll say like, for instance, he goes to trial for the bombing and gets, not guilty. Then what are you going to do?
You can't, the prosecutor's got to be able to prove it. And
maybe there's just not enough to prove.
Here's the wild thing, though. What's really wild about this thing is that Dennis Eugene Cordes, right? This guy, through the 70s and 90s, they could have arrested him then. Really. They could have arrested him then.
I think if they arrested him in the 90s, they still have to give him the same amount of charges and time in jail as if it happened in the 70s.
Well, no. Yeah, that's true. I mean, they could have arrested him in like 74, 75. There was a grand jury held about this, and we can't get grand jury. The Washington County is where it was held, and they said they don't have any record of it. Doesn't exist.
Well, it could be.
It's grand juries, though, are usually secret.
Well, yeah, I remember reading in the paper. It was not just that, but it was potential police misconduct on top of it. And that was one of the things on top of other things that the grand jury was looking at.
Well, it's true. I mean, we don't know. Those guys could have, back then, you could interrogate somebody and beat them up.
Yeah,
that was allowed in 72, especially in Arkansas.
Who knows? Maybe the mayor or whoever was like, no, find something else to get this guy on.
Usually the prosecutor, but yeah.
Prosecutor, yeah.
So they've arrested him multiple times between the 70s and 1990s.
Obviously, rehabilitation of jail does not work for this man.
So he's going to jail, right? 31 months, or 51 months to run consecutive to a long state sentence of 31, turning into a 31-year prison sentence for this Dennis Cordes.
What did he do for that? All the drugs catch up on him?
Yeah, all the methamphetamine manufacturing.
Well, I think that would be a better sentence than what he might have gotten for the bombing.
Yeah, the attempted murder gave him 5 years.
But it makes sense why they didn't pursue it.
Yeah. Especially in 72, you didn't really get huge sentences back then.
Yeah, they've changed a lot since then, the laws, yeah.
So he was facing 31 years in custody. And here's the wild part about this guy. This is why I'm still going. Oh my gosh, this guy's absolutely insane. Helen Wilkins, Cordes' mother.
Oh no.
Right? She helped him by slipping him items to escape the Washington County jail where he was serving most of his time.
Okay, did they not have metal detectors or something that you walk through for that?
No.
I mean,
it was the Washington County jail. I mean, there was 200,000 people living in the area.
What was she slipping it in? Food or pie or purse? What? I mean,
I don't know.
In her upper butt? I mean, I don't know.
Well, she might have been.
I mean, I'm not trying to be crude here, but I mean, like,
you don't know. There's a couple extra pockets there, I suppose.
I mean, okay, I would like to think that contraband was a thing in the 70s. Even more so than now.
Well, it was the 90s.
You need to check.
Yeah, there wasn't. See, back then, in the late 90s is when I was a skip tracer, which is also known as a bounty hunter.
Oh, yeah, I do remember you telling me some stories about this.
And I was working for a bail bondsman, and the bail bondsman said, you're supposed to have such and such long-term time to be a bail bondsman in Arkansas. I'm just going to say you do. And I said, okay. Sounds good.
Sounds fishy, but okay.
He's paying me. What do I care?
Yeah.
I said, all right, I'll do it. And I went and busted about four people. And it was the most stressful time. I didn't want to do it, man. My eye was twitching the entire time.
I guess because you're trying to catch these people, and they're probably. Well, we've seen cops.
It was fun though.
They like have them hidden under a mattress or hidden.
I went up on. I got this one guy on top of a church. I showed it to you the other day.
Yeah,
we're downtown Rogers, right across the street from the Rogers Police Station. And I went up on the roof and said, "Boy, you could come down here with me. You got a warrant for you." He goes, "What?" I said, "You're going to have to walk to the police station." And we walked him in there. I have a cowboy hat on, my boots. I had a big old lariat with me. I was like, "Yeah, here we come."
Oh, that really just screams like 90s Arkansas right now.
I know, it's fun.
So,
the sheriff's department in Washington County. So if I could do that, I mean, nobody's paying attention to anything, right? Because I wasn't even 21, and I was running after skip tracers.
So how did he get out of jail?
I don't know, but the sheriff's department in Fayetteville was right off the square.
Okay.
And the jail, when you drove by, whenever they let the prisoners out for their daytime, in the yard, it was right by the highway.
Oh, geez, that's not thinking at all.
You could go by and wave at the prisoners. "Hey, how's it going?" As you drove by.
Who thought of this?
I don't know. That's the way it was.
So I'm just picturing this like old lady like shoveling in a pie or whatever purse these like nail files.
She baked it in a cake, I guess.
I don't know. And then, like, what are you gonna do? Get these nail files, and when everyone's like, have a music time like they did at Alcatraz, you're sawing down the bars. I mean, what?
So he got out and he ran. He ran to Oklahoma where he committed more crimes.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes, it's fun. So when he's done with his Arkansas sentence, he's got to serve time in Oklahoma.
No, there goes the rest of your adulthood.
This guy is nuts. He's a real jerk and a real ass. He's an ass hat. He's an ass hat with no scruples at all.
What happened to the bomb? Hopefully she got some time she aided and abetted.
She didn't get any time for this. I can't find any record of her going to jail.
Well,
but it's all over everything. My man from the police department he's telling me all about how she helped him break out of jail, out of the Washington County jail. And I can't fool you that because they won't talk to me about it.
Well, it makes sense. But I mean, I know mothers love their children, but I'm sorry if my kid did something stupid, he's in jail. Like, you're going to sit there and get your sentence. I'm not slipping you anything to get out.
Wow. And so this guy is absolutely insane. His whole thing was, he thought he was Al Pacino, right? In South Miami. Say hello to my little friend.
In 90s Arkansas?
In 70s Arkansas.
70s Arkansas?
That's who he thought he was.
Oh, Lord.
He's watching too many gangster movies, man.
There was no gangsters here. There was cowboys and...
Chicken farmers. I mean... Yeah, that's all it was. I mean, in 72, we just got a new hotel called the Holiday Inn that no one's seen before. Seriously? It's been open like a year.
Really? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It was, my gosh, we must be bustling. We have a Holiday Inn.
And this guy's thinking he's like Gangsta City. Yeah.
And the chicken coop was right down the street. And they had all these house parties. And how they found that all these people that that told him he did it was they had all these house parties. And the cops knew who was holding these house parties and went and held them up.
Well, I mean, if you're going to get information, I guess that's the only way you can.
Yeah. And they were having all kinds of house parties, and the house parties were pot parties. It was drugs. It's where you go and party, have drugs, right? And the cops knew about it, but they couldn't do anything about it for some reason. And I don't know why that he just didn't bust them.
So the one cop that decides he wants to do something about it gets blown up.
Yep, gets blown up because this guy thinks he's Al Pacino, South Miami. Hello. He thinks he's that guy, or he thinks he's what's his face with the marbles in his mouth in the Godfather movies.
Oh, the head Godfather guy. Yeah.
I mean, that's what meth does to you, I think.
I mean, it definitely doesn't.
It's an absolutely crazy story because it's like, what is this guy thinking? Why they let him get away with that for 20 years is what I don't understand.
It kind of makes sense if you think about it. Just talking off the cusp here, 70s was like the big, I don't know. I was born in 77. I'm just talking here. I picture it the drug decade. Yeah. And in the 80s, you get Reagan in the office and it says, say no to drugs.
Just say no.
I mean, think about it. We needed that. If nobody was going to do
drugs,
no, not drugs. But if you think about it, we needed that to stop because I mean, nobody was doing anything.
Yeah, and really, everything points to Cordes as well too. When they looked over everything. And
so I guess
it was probably him.
Probably was him. He was mad that this cop's busting him and his friends.
He thought his manhood was bigger than everybody else's in town.
Well, his mommy bailed him out of jail somehow.
She didn't bail him out. She broke him out of jail.
Well, broke him out. But,
That's
you know,
right.
I mean, that poor woman, she honestly probably thought her baby was like, could do nothing wrong.
Or she knew exactly what was going on. She's like, you need to get out of there now because I can't make the rent.
That's true. That's a good point.
Sell some drugs.
I mean, people do that to make ends meet. It's not the right thing to do, but
yeah. So this is the most interesting case I've ever been across because it's a small town, Arkansas, and here we have a mob style bombing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It turns out it was just some stupid goofballs thinking that they were hot stuff.
The village idiot.
Yeah, the village idiot. Basically, that's exactly what it was. Don't do that. And if anybody's alive that was involved in that and hears this, man, I'm sorry, but that was stupid. And that's my opinion. So you can't sue me for libel because I'm not liable to agree with you that you're not stupid.
Well,
and that's my opinion. So
just tell us the other side of the coin.
Yeah, come by and talk to us. No, just call it in. We'll just call it in. I don't want you coming to the house.
I mean,
no offense.
Yeah, we don't need that. My kid would lose her mind. I would lose my mind.
I wouldn't want that. Well, I mean, it'd be 90.
I don't think they could do anything to us at 90, but
and guns are the great equalizer.
I mean, I do know that people like do things in order to afford food on the table, but I don't get that impression from this guy.
Yeah. I think he was just partying and wanted to be in control.
Maybe he was the hot cheese of getting your meth around the area.
Probably was.
I mean, I don't know. Just speculation. Because, I mean, none of the other people that were getting busted went after the cop. Just this guy did that we can prove that we think have some evidence on.
And the other guys didn't really care. So
they're probably like, okay, I'll just go to the next town or I'll do it. I won't get caught.
So that's the crazy, crazy case of Dennis Cordes blowing up cops for no freaking reason other than he's just an idiot and high on meth.
Village idiot. Yeah.
Who knew though? Little town Arkansas has when I first read it, I thought it was big deal. But it wasn't. It was just an idiot.
And did we ask my mom about it? And she said she kind of doesn't even remember it either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
So that's it for that one, I guess.
Yep.
I had to know, though. I had to know about that case because it was crazy.
Things we want to know.
Things I want to know. I want to know, damn it.
Which is why we played I call it the funny Curious George song.
The Curious George?
It makes me laugh. I don't know why.
But he's talking about weird stuff.
I don't know, but it just makes me laugh. The beginning part of it, at least.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's funny.
That one?
Yes, this guy.
I need to know everything.
He needs to know everything.
Yeah, need everything. I wanted to know everything until I found out a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, man, I wish I couldn't have not known that.
He needs to know everything.
He needs to know everything. All right, so if you guys enjoyed the episode, go to the website, www. Oh, actually, there's only 3 W's, sorry. www. Is it W or W?
I don't know. W.
If there was 2 of you, I don't know what I'd do. At least the house would get cleaner.
Hey.
Because there'd be 2 of you. You wouldn't be, wouldn't it be all on you?
That's true.
It'd be on you and you.
Yeah, no, I don't want a twin.
I mowed the yard.
You do a good job at that.
Not really.
It looks good.
I pretend to mow the yard.
It looks good. Hey, you put Christmas lights on the house.
I did put Christmas lights in the house.
And it looks nice.
Way too early.
Hey, it was a warm day yesterday. Now, yesterday was 72, and today it's like 42.
Yeah.
Welcome to Arkansas.
I need to know everything.
Mm-hmm.
I should have the country version. I need to know everything. No?
No.
Okay. www.
.PaulGNewton@paulgnewton.com.
No, paulgnewton.com.
Okay.
It's if you want to email me, paulg@paulgnewton.com, and I will read all comments from all comers.
Yes, positive or negative.
Eventually.
We do read them.
Yeah, that's true. And we have swag there too. some haunted t-shirts. Not really haunted. They're just weird.
Yeah, they're pretty funny.
I've been putting some good ones up there.
You have been. They look really good.
And then you can get like a hat and stuff like that. Or you can just send us money. Either way.
T-shirt. I think you have a hoodie. What is it? The something Space Wars or something?
Remember the Galactic Wars of 2175.
It's a bunch of cats fighting. It's pretty funny, actually.
It's cats fighting squids.
Yeah.
Squids and spaceships.
That feels like our house at night with our cats.
We don't have squids.
Well, we have one cat we call Squidward, so.
Well, he's weird. Anyhow. So I guess that's it.
Yep. That's it.
All right. If you want to know anything, want to ask anything, or if you have a case you want us to look into, because we're actually getting into it pretty hard right now.
Yeah, we are. I'm working on one later.
Yeah. Just email it, paulg@paulgnewton.com, or don't, I guess. But visit the website and share this podcast. Give us a bazillion stars. If you give us 1 star, that'd be okay too, I guess. I don't know. What do the guys say? You can comment. It doesn't matter if you say in the
like, share.
Yeah.
Give us a comment.
In ratings. Yeah.
Ratings.
You can rate us as terrible. Just give us 5 stars and say terrible, terrible, terrible. And it'll still be fine.
Yeah.
I guess.
We're good.
All right.
We love it. We love doing this.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Things I Want to Know. You want these stories, and we want to bring them to you. So hit the support link and keep this circus and the mics alive. Then do us a favor, rate and subscribe. It helps the show find more people just like you, the ones who like their mysteries real and their storytellers unfiltered. And if you want to wear a little bit of this madness, grab some Andrea-approved gear at paulgnewton.com. We make these things for you because it matters, and you're the kind who knows the difference.